Hello and welcome back to the TheDropOutDragon. Today we're going to be covering the Longsword. Now, this is the go-to weapon for many of the more dedicated PvPers running around Dark Souls 2. So we're going to be covering it real quick and teach you a little bit of the basics on how to use it in PvP as we move about the arena on the glorious PS4, so some better visuals and loading screens, so that's nice. So when it covers the moveset real quick, these are the R1s, these horizontal and a little bit of vertical swings right there. Okay, now right here is the R2s. Now this is going to be your bread and butter with the one hand. So your R2s, because they hit hard and they can hit fast and they can catch people in rolls, and that's something that you want. These long horizontal swings like that, really serious, really seriously damaging. Now two-handed is just as effective, right? With the R1 right there. And the R2 is a poke. Alright, now that's not as effective as some of the other longsword two-handed R2s, but it'll work. So here's the running attacks, the one-handed. Really quick, really quick. Kind of easy to parry, but really quick. And then two-handed, you've got this long poke going on. Now that long poke has a lot of phantom for the other guy, so he's going to be real unhappy about that. Now, with the rolling one-handed, you get that quick jab, which is amazing for catching people in rolls or just people off guard. And rolling two-handed gives you another poke, but this one also just comes out of nowhere and has kind of an awkward hitbox, so that's nice. So let's go ahead and take it into the arena and see what we can do. Now, like I said, this weapon is used a lot by some of the more experienced PvPers. They understand the importance of catching people in rolls, which is this weapon, like the Hide Knight sword, like I was talking about before, is very good at catching people in rolls and catching people by surprise. Another thing about it is when you two-hand it, it's very easy to break the poise of many of your opponents, regardless of their armor. Chances are you'll break it. So here we go. Up against this guy using a curved sword. He's going back and forth. We could just throw out those quick slashes real quick, and he's going to think about parrying, which is probably a good idea. Oh, gets that out. And then, bam, catching him in a roll. There's a little bit of a delayed hit there, so there's some lag, which is, super fun, obviously. Going back, go throwing a little jab out there. He's a little laggy, but that's okay, because we have a fast weapon, so it's less important. And he right there, he tries to roll around, gets a little bit too cocky. Now he's got those running attacks down, I tell you that. But he just doesn't have the damage to keep up with what I'm doing. I have to hit him just a couple of times to catch him right in the roll like that. Of course, he catches me in his own. And he makes that mistake. Oops! Look at that, catching people in a roll, just like that. Little laggy fight, but that's okay. That's okay. You've seen it catch people in rolls a few times. That's good. He went for a parry, and he did not make it. Give a little courtesy wave. So there we go. Nothing serious, nothing special. Little laggy, but that's all right. Not too bad. Not too bad. But we had a fast weapon which is able to punish people accordingly as they move about, which is very good. Now he himself had a pretty fast weapon, but it just could not put out the damage that mine is. And I don't have it buffed. I don't have it infused. This is just a quality build. It's a Rob Flynn. So there you go. It does that much damage. He wasn't wearing cloth, I'll tell you that right now. So there's that. And we'll pop back in, and boom. Look how much quicker this is. This is just amazing. I don't have to edit shit. Here we are. Ta-da! Makes me happy. Now I am going to I'm going to try at least to start cranking out videos for the YouTube, but I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But right now, let's just cover this weapon. Now he's got himself a pretty slow weapon, so he's going to be baiting me out, which is fine. And then here we go. Oh, no, he changed it over. He didn't feel comfortable with it. Didn't feel comfortable with it. So let's look at him. Spamming that parry a little bit too much, friend. Boom. And that was probably a face stab on his screen because he was, spamming that parry a little bit too much. Then he tried to go for that punish. Didn't work. And we can just look at him, space ourselves accordingly. No big deal. Didn't really want to go for a backstab there, but it ended up happening. He's thinking about it. Yep, he's trying to bait me out by walking away. I'm not falling for it. Don't care. I'll go ahead and take that trade any day. And, whoop. failed that parry. Now what you want to do is you want to roll twice against another longsword, which he has pulled out. Now, be very careful with the tracking. See, he's catching me now. He's catching me now because I'm not thinking about what I should be doing. He knows what he's doing. Now he's power stance those. He's going in for that. It didn't work out for him. GG. GG. Now, what happened there? What the mistake I made against someone else using a longsword was getting hit in my rolls because I wasn't rolling away. I was rolling to the side, which is something a lot of people will do in this game, is roll to the sides in order to get a follow-up hit if they want to come up with the rolling R1, which is a mistake against a longsword because they can just spam that R1 or they will catch you in rolls, you know. They'll either they won't spam or they will spam. Either way, you're going to get hit if you roll to the side. And by instinct, a lot of us roll to the side. You don't want to do that against a longsword. And you'll see in some upcoming fights, I'm sure, where people make that mistake and I catch them. Easy as that. This isn't the highest damaging weapon in the game, obviously, but it has a lot of utility to it. It is very consistent in its utility, which is nice. So we got a slow weapon. He's going for it. He wants me to try to backstab him. As he's gonna tilt just a bit, try to dead angle me, playing the wrong game. Into that guard break, into the slams, that's good. And then boom, caught in the roll. Now don't count for the second hit to actually hit anybody. Chances are it won't. The second R2 will not hit the way you want it to. Alright, go in there, get that backstab. Real quick. Now he's got armor. We have to be conscious of that. He's got that armor. A little laggy all of a sudden. He's switching weapons up. He went for a faster claymore. That's not a dumb decision. Went in for that backstab. That's okay. Space ourselves out accordingly. We don't have to play it stupid. Never go for the trades. You think about what you're doing and hit him when and where it hurts. If you don't do that, you're in trouble. Up. He didn't think I'd go for that second R2, and it got him. Just like that. Very careful. Whoop. Let's take it two-handed because we need to break his poise, and he's got the armor. We'll be a little bit careful, and he's trying to bait me in for that. Boom, caught him right in the roll with the R2, with that poke. It'll do. He's switching to a blue tear stone. He's pulled out his own longsword. He's upset. There you go. Try to catch him with that roll. Boom. Get that little bit of a little distance hit. He's really playing it passive now. He really doesn't want me to get close. He's waving now. Being the cool guy, wants to catch me in a roll, but I'm not giving him it. And I'll go for the trade and win because I had more health. So GG, my friend. In G. GG. Hope to see you again next time. So as you can see, all you have to do is space yourself accordingly, and you can use this weapon effectively. Even though it's not a warp sword, it's not going to catch people, you know, stupidly with just a bunch of R1s and do a crazy amount of damage. That's not how this weapon is used. You don't want to do that. You want to space yourself out accordingly and adapt to what the other guy is doing. So be careful. Be careful, because remember, this is not the highest damaging weapon in the game, as you can clearly see from the last fight. Alright, well, I actually know Joel the Wanderer, so let's see how this plays out. We got the wave and the courtesy bow. He's got some fun tricks. Oh, caught right there. He was playing it too fancy. Oh, spaced himself. That's good. That's good. He spaced himself. And cast. You know, I thought he was going for blinding bolt, but I'll just take that. That's fine. Oh, look at that. A little bit of that ring swap. And boom, just like that. That's half his health. That hits hard. Not hard enough, but it hits hard. Almost caught him there, but he rolled perfectly away. When you roll away, you shouldn't get hit. But if you roll to the side, you're getting hit. Now, he ran out of stamina with that hit, which was a trick of his, so I'll go ahead and knack him like that. No big deal. Then go for the guard break. turn it around. Oh, and he did get me that time, but no healing hit for you. And, whoop, that was close. Let's see what we got here. Gotta be careful. There's the parrying dagger. Oh, hit twice somehow. And turn it around, just like that. You see that R2 tracking? Turning it around, just like that. Just whoop. No big deal. No big deal. That works unlocked or locked. Doesn't matter. Just swing yourself around, and that hitbox will just follow you like a trail. It's pretty fun. I like it. Makes me happy. So the longsword, now I kind of prefer the Hide Knight sword, but the longsword is a second best to me in terms of my playstyle. It fits my playstyle a little bit better, and it makes me a little happier. I like the long horizontal swings. I like catching people in rolls. It makes me happy. I don't know what to tell you. But you put those hitboxes out there, and they're going to get hit. They're going to get hit, and they're not going to like it. So, there we go. Now, I remember fighting this guy out on my Twitch stream earlier today. And he had a lot of cheesy tactics. So we'll see if we can get in his face and be aggressive enough. No, that's a different build. He's got something different this time. No immediate bow of want. That's different. So that's good. He's going for that black steel combos. He's waiting on it. Now right here, he made a mistake. He wanted to go for the setup parry. That was a mistake. But what he really wants with that shadow dagger is for me to roll away. He wants to roll punish. He wants it. And I'm not giving it to him. I wasn't giving it to him. When people pull out a dagger and they walk up to you, they want you to move away. They want you to roll away so they can, bam, backstab, and you got a problem. Oh, take that trade. Take that trade. He's a little used to a different play style. I don't think he knows how to combat this. But that's fine, and I saw that one coming, and GG. Right there. Quick jab with that rolling R1. He was done. Space your rolls accordingly. Do what you need to do, and then you got this. You got it. Like the longsword, you know, it'll bend to your will. Whatever you need, whatever situation it is, the longsword can be part of that. And that's nice. That's one of my favorite things about this weapon. It's so versatile. It's just so good. So good. Fix my headset a bit. There we go. Isn't this amazing how quick we're finding people, and then the loading screens being all short and whatnot? I mean, it's not PC short, but it's a lot shorter than it was on PS3. I know there's a lot of complaints about that, but here we are. Now, I do prefer the longsword one-handed, but we're going to go through this fight. We're going to do it two-handed and see if we can't knock him around with it. Maybe not, maybe so. Not sure. He does have an interesting faith build. I am proud of Joel. Coming up with a little nice, interesting little build here. It's not often that you see the weapons he is employing. Ah, and he goes in for that trick. That was good. He's playing it safe, but you know what? Never trade on a force. I don't know what that's about. Now I can catch him in the rolls as well with the one hand, just like I did before, just timed correctly. And he rolled into me. That was a mistake. Didn't catch him there. Just looking at him. Yeah. Yeah, Joel has hit the unrecoverable point. Oh, you know, I tried to go in for like a real quick parry and it didn't happen. You know, switching it up. If you stay static with one hand or two hands for too long, they start to figure you out and they start hitting you like he's doing now. And this lag though is something else. But we'll go ahead and let him run out of stamina and get that backstab. So GG. GG. Stamina management is key, especially with fast weapons. Always need to keep your peripheral vision on that green bar right there at the top left. That green bar. Because that right there is going to determine whether or not you get backstabbed immediately. Wasting that, especially with a spammable weapon, is going to get you in a lot of butthurt moments, and you'll be unhappy about that. So, just be careful. That's what I say. Raven Van Helsing. It's an interesting name. An interesting name, right? But like I said, I prefer the one-handed moveset of this weapon. I really do. We got some laggy people today. Laggy people. So very interesting. He's got himself the katana spear combo, which seems like he's got a power stance. I wouldn't have done that. But you can follow up with a running R1. Just get him like that. Hit him, stagger him, running R1, boom. Most of the time it's going to hit, and you'll feel good about it. He's pulled out his own straight sword. I guess he's unhappy with his own performance with katana. Be careful, I rolled into that, and that wasn't smart. He could have capitalized on that. So we'll just throw out an R2. And I don't get a parry, but he doesn't get a hit either. Tracking please, on both counts. I'm sure he's a little salty about that. Oh, catch him in that roll, just like that, with that jumping attack. Oddly timed jumping attack, put him right in that position. And GG. A little bit of the backstep parry. No big deal. GG. Sorry, I really love those moments. Those make me happy. Those make me happy. All right. For those who are watching for the Longsword, that portion of this entire video is over. I'm gonna go into a couple of quick minutes here. Sorry, I'm trying to rush through this. I have some other videos I want to make, but we're gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about what I'm going to be doing for this channel. So if you're just here for the Longsword, just wanted to see the PvP, thanks for watching and have a good one. All right. So for those interested in what I'm going to be doing with the channel, Bloodborne is a no-go. I don't like it very much, and I'm going to make a video about why I don't like it very much. I'm going to explain problems that I have with it, and I'm going to be just throwing out weapon showcases as best as I can, and if I can't come up with anything decent, I'll just, throw something up, talk about current events within the community or outside the community. And I hope that you guys are kind of ready for that little transition, but at this time, we're waiting on more news of Dark Souls 3, and I'm waiting on more news of the DLC for Bloodborne that might fix a couple of things, who knows, but as it stands right now, I'm not doing any more Bloodborne content. I don't like it, it makes me unhappy, and it makes a lot of the viewers unhappy, and just all-around saltiness, and that's not going to be a thing. Also, thank you guys so much for supporting this channel for as long as you have. I know some of you guys watch my live stream. I know some of you guys just watch the YouTubes, but I know it takes some time for me to put these videos out because I either focus on live streaming or I start focusing on YouTube for a little bit, and I go back and forth between the two. Live streaming is more profitable for me. It is my full-time job, so I tend to focus on it, but for anybody who has been sticking around the YouTube and dealing with, my long, drawn-out process of actually getting things done, I thank you so much, and I hope to provide you more content in the future. So you all have a good one, and thank you for dropping by. The Dropout Dragon is dropping out.